right, so that bottom lane is a complete disaster. Dumpster fire for Gaimin. Mid lane, Quinn 25 and 6. Mikoto 26 and 4. It's very even. Of course, Quinn.
Want to kill Quinn before 6?
Yeah, that would be big. Inside of the Sprout and inside of everything, it seems. He is dead. Big kill. It's going to be a trade for the support. Laguna Blade. Mikoto is level 6. Yep, Cuckoo getting dove onto the tier 1. Snowball, not used to save. So Cuckoo will fall as Mikoto makes his way over. Quinn is completely out of mana, by the way. Repel and Purification, though, to give him a little bit extra HP. Oh, he's stuck inside the shards. Jokam all over the place. Mikoto will take him to the grave again.
He might run this down.
As Malady. Nice dead shot from Tofu. Jokam.
Okay.
Will he commit?
Oh, 23 Savage is going to see Tofu here. Will Jokam cut over? He will. Tofu.
Yeah, we got the Nature's Prophet coming as well. Nice block off.
Excellent placement there on the Sprout.
Dead shot, though. An ace. Going to help out his friend by watching.
So everything lining up. Now, Gaimin should maybe anticipate this too.
This ancient stack.
It's gone.
They're going to get it in time.
But they're exposed now.
They are hooked off with the Snowball Laguna Blade. Quinn gets deleted.
Yeah, Ace is
a blade mail on Ace. Pops the Kraken Shell. Dies shortly after, though. Could have been a lot worse, if I'm being honest.
Like they did at the end of last patch and just run the map over. But when it's time for plan B, sometimes they've just drafted in ways that really need things to go in a specific manner, and when they don't, well, Tofu dies.
That is one way to put it. Quinn with the Electric Vortex onto Mikoto. Rushing off the damage, though. Cuckoo making his way over as well.
Sometimes people will save it and hope for a specific tier 2, and if they don't get that one, then they're like, okay, I have to take a neutral item. He was probably hoping for an upgraded mana drop.
But they don't have to take it. The LSA, Holiday, able to get the repel off with the Guardian Angel as well. Mikoto has a BKB. Trying to fight his way out of it. That's a lot of damage immunity. Finds one. Now the Stampede. Quinn running circles around him with Mikoto. Still has a decent amount of mana back, but Cuckoo force Quinn back now.
They have LSA.
It's punched in the air. LSA misses, but the Laguna does not.
It's not the heat. It's the humiliation.
And another
more, I'm afraid, for the time being. You have to buy damage somehow. Because that is the biggest leak in your draft.
Watson.
Oh, no.
LSA catches him, and he's just going to casually die.
Mikoto 10-0.
And he's beasting it up. Cuckoo, spotted by Quinn, who's now spotted by the rest of TALON. Always have the repel at the ready, so he's going to be fine. You see, in theory, how powerful that combo is. They're just so far behind. It's Quinn. The huge hit. Mikoto. LSA only onto the Tidehunter as Jokam kind of stuck in here. WS is going to get him with a nice push up onto 2. Blocked by the shards as well. And somehow Jokam is actually going to live. And remember, Watson's the position 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Gets melted. Ace is next, and now ready to go high ground is TALON. They'll get this set easily. Buybacks available for Gaimin. Purification comes out. But Tofu stuck in a horrible spot. It'll be the 3rd death for Gaimin here. And this is such a... Yeah, I think he's getting ready to stand up. A lot of farming for him this game. 0, 0, and 5 on 23 Savage. But that is not indicating the importance of his performance here.
And sometimes a spade is just a spade.
Yep, shellacking.
And Gaimin's lineup, I don't think this draft is particularly good, and they lost their bot lane 5-0 minute 3. It happens.
Easy as that.
It happens, and they just cannot deal with this pressure. They're going to try, though.
Well, hooked up on a Quinn, but the repel to save. Still stunned up a little bit. There's a Ravage onto basically everybody from TALON. Quinn, though, has to retreat. Where is the damage coming from? WS and Jokam against Watson. They will win that engagement as Laguna Blade applied to Ace. Another one bites the dust for Gaimin Gladiators. 23 Savage is actually very low. Does not have the second life, but it matters not. GG's called. Ooh, this was a rough one.
Yeah. Well, we have a bit of catching up to do on this.
Oh.
Mass rainbow TP here.
Oh yeah, Wheel of Wonder actually gonna hit as Quinn comes in to finish the job on a Cuckoo. He does get up his global silence, but the roar, the
That's a bad one.
on the 4 heroes, they get put on the cliff as well. Malady finds his way out. There's no deaths on Gaimin. As I say that, Malady drops eventually, and now finally Talon come in to finish what they started. The Arteezy special as 23 Savage gets put on the cliff now.
All right.
It's a party. Looks like the Beastmaster is going to survive on the other side of the river. Talon are aware. Smoked up right now. Joe Camp looking for an opening. 23 Savage, the only one to show himself right now. There's an RP. Where was stolen. It's on top of the Ursa. Watson dead to the Laguna Blade, and the fight's just over. Ace follows suit, so 2 cores dead and into the Roach Pit. Talon go. And remember, this is against an Ursa.
In theory, the Boots of Bearing are very good against Monkey King. Get out of the ring ASAP. Yeah. They kill the dragon, but it's going to cost them. Quinn.
Oh, the Skewer, LSA, Laguna, everything. No. Quinn is dead. Another big pickoff.
Not
for
worried.
Talon. Ace. They get boxed right away. That's Tofu's, I believe. Wheel of Wonder not going to do too much here. Actually, Mikoto runs into it for no reason. Forgets about that interaction. Watson applying some pressure to 23 Savage, but will have to enrage and get out.
Purposes, and then you have that barrier.
Oh, the Yules actually successfully used, forces the BKB, but now the global silence, and now the counter action coming from Mikoto with the sideline. They're going to get the Roar and the Laguna Blade, trying to delete 2 heroes here on the sideline. Jokem does pop the RP, but here comes Quinn with the Wukong's command. BKB activated. Watson is taking so much damage from Mikoto, has the damage rune. Watson will die of his own accord. WS getting on by Ace, attempting to TP out. The Infernal Blade was already used. He actually does get out just barely. Meanwhile, Mikoto deleting another support user, Hurricane Pike onto Quinn, right into the arms of the Silencer. That's a triple kill for Ace of all heroes. So it ends up being a 3 along with the Shard, one of the best in the game.
Yep. To kill.
You know the Aegis is running out in 10. See if they can find a jump.
Radiant's top tower.
Gaimin are about to connect though.
Ace has 5,500 HP. Let's throw that out there with a Granite Aura.
Okay.
Overwhelming blink.
Jokem for the connection, finds the Skewer. Mikoto with the early BKB just to try to take out this Doom. It's going to be close. He's going to get bashed though by Watson. Pops the Enrage. The Doom finally falls. No buyback here as the double BKB now from the Talon side. Watson, the BKB with the Enrage. That's the Earth shot to try to get away here, but there's the RP. Is there the follow-up though? No, Quinn jumps right on Mikoto. Beautifully played from him as Jokem does get the Skewer on the sideline. Cuckoo getting bashed by the Monkey King on the trees. There's only 2 members of Gaimin alive here.
In here.
Can they find Quinn in an awkward spot? We'll get to the other side. He still has... Okay, he's just dead.
What a 6 Skewer.
Wow.
He placed Quinn.
Talon resets. So that's Shadow Blade onto Jokem, looking for the opening onto Ace. Preemptively uses the Shivas as Watson going in really deep. He is all alone right now. Quinn's going to join the party though. RP, make it a Roar instead onto Quinn. This is going to be a dieback if he's not careful. Nullifier applied to him. He's going to get forced down to the high ground, but he ticks out. He's dead for 2 minutes. No way to get back at all. As the Tidal Wave bringing the box back, the DHL special. There's the RP onto 2. The Skewer to follow. Is there the follow-up though? As Mikoto continuing to go ham on this bear. The Sheep applied to Watson. He's going to get to safety, though. That's a buyback, though. Onto the Conky. He's going to TP right back into the fray. And the box not going to save the Ursa this time. Just delays the inevitable. Do have buybacks, though, as the Roar now onto a support. Will not be dying, though. A lot of buybacks coming out from Gaimin, as Mikoto and company have to be a bit careful. That's the Aegis down, and WS getting the brunt of the damage with the Basher coming in from Watson. Fury swipes applied. He's dead. They have 2 more buybacks if they really want to try to go all in here. Mikoto, he's the one doing all the damage. Tofu taking the brunt of that there. Nice tidal wave to give Mikoto a little bit of space. He's still taking too much damage as the Ancient apparently